Hey guys, what's up? Another hump day with Dr. V. Welcome back.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, so if you guys see, I don't know if this is in frame or not, probably not. So I had a full day where I pretty much didn't eat a full meal at all. So luckily, the brewery we were talking about today, we actually went to visit because I had actually never been in person and I had leftovers. So I'm going to be indulging in my leftover food from our brewery that we went to.
Manhattan Project Beer Company.
Yeah, so it's so funny. I kind of like blended the two names together of Texas Ale Project and Manhattan Project Beer Company, and I was saying Manhattan Ale Project. I was like, that's not it. Those are two
Not
different
today.
breweries.
Two different breweries.
Not today. Let me tell you guys about the song we were just playing. So our friends, we have a few friends that are in a band called Kendall Hunt and the Shooters. One of our good friends, Kendall Hunt, we actually met the band through Mags's friend Steve-O, who we're going to be visiting this weekend in Austin,
Yeah,
San
it's gonna be
Marcos
fun.
area. His brother, Chris, is in the band as the drummer. So we kind of started following them there. They really have great music. What is it called? Red Dirt music?
Country, yeah, red.
It's country
Red,
music.
yeah.
They're from the Lubbock. Well, the main singer's from the Lubbock area, so Red Dirt music is kind of their genre of country music. Really cool, a little bit alternative sound. This song, Too Damn Good, just came out, so we wanted to show it off a little bit. But yeah, so please check them out. They're on Amazon Music and
Everywhere.
any streaming music services that you can listen to. So,
Kendall Hunt and the Shooters.
yeah. Okay, so we're doing Manhattan Project Beer Company. So, a little bit about them. As we already talked about, they have food. I was actually very impressed with their menu. So they have bowls. So I ended up actually getting a bowl. I was trying to be healthy. You can get rice or quinoa. You can get any kind of protein. So I got salmon. Also trying to be fancy. Salmon quinoa bowl that comes with mixed vegetables. Mags got the half chicken.
Yeah,
Did you get the Thai chili on it or on the side?
on the side. Yeah,
Okay.
it was probably the crispiest chicken I've ever had in my whole entire life. It was so good. So crispy.
So he had the breast left, and I just air fried it. And you guys like the breast is like ridiculously crispy. Okay, let me air fry it for a few minutes just so I can have. But yeah, so I'm gonna be like somewhat eating while Max talks because I'm starving. So 3 beers on the docket. Manhattan Beer Company has been around since 2010, which
A lot of the breweries been
Yeah.
around since 2010.
I was gonna
That's a
say everybody
common-
popped up.
Yeah,
We went to do the 5K, the Velvet Hammer 5K at Petty Cola's, and they actually also opened in 2010. Had a great conversation with somebody there about the startings of that, so we'll definitely get into an episode with them at some point.
oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's May, officially we're in May. It's going to be May. It is May. We're doing M-themed brewing companies. Well, I wonder if they've changed their like decor or scheme at any point because it's really modern inside. It almost felt like a Starbucks. So that a lot of their beers are going to have some kind of coffee element to them. They have a giant espresso machine. They make all these different coffee drinks. I don't drink coffee, so I don't really know what I saw. Kind of brew some of their beers with those. We're not going to try one of those today. I was brave and got a Plutonium, which I don't think I've ever had the Plutonium 239 before.
I had
Very
a
good
bad
beer.
experience with that one.
Really? No, that was the
Oh.
Sixth Floor Museum that you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's another story for another day. But yeah, so Plutonium 239, I believe is what it's called. It was actually really good. We learned from one of the brewers at Hot Fusion that porters are pretty much like a thinner version of a stout.
Oh.
So really, if you are not really into darker beers or porter stouts, that kind of coffee flavored beer, porters are probably going to be your best friend to kind of ease into those. So I was like, let me try the porter and see what I think. So really good. They have a great different variety of beers, from Hefeweizens to sours to dark beers. Food-wise, again, lots of good options. They have brunch. They've got outdoor patio seating. They have indoor space. And again, they had that Starbucks feel. There was 4 tables along this wall where people were working on their laptops. You had a great view of the brewery, fermenters inside of the brewery. There's a to-go beer section, so if you wanted to just buy to-go beer, you can also do that. It's another husband-wife duo, so really cool story how they started brewing their beers. Their first real big brew project together was for their wedding, and they had the beer at the wedding. I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do that too.
Yeah, hopefully we can.
Yeah, so it's Mr. and Mrs. Sanford. Misty runs the marketing portion, so she's like pretty much all over the website. I could see that woman's touch on there. They have a blog. They talk about some of the beers. They give like the story behind a lot of the beer names, which is kind of cool, depending on what they have on tap. If you've ever noticed it, their beer is very sciencey. So they've got like I can't even remember, almost, if you've ever seen the Jimmy Neutron logo, that's what it looks like with a beer in the middle. That's the closest thing I can think of to, because I could not even tell you what that looks like. But yeah, so really cool. Jeremy Brott is their brewer that does a lot of their beers, with a collaboration with Carl and Misty. So just a little bit about them, their passion for brewing, got them where they are now. I really like the space a lot. It's very monochromatic. Their beer tap space wall was like a black honeycomb wall with the little taps.
This was like a old school coffee shop.
Yeah, I would say so too. Cool. Okay, so let's get into the beers. We have 3 fun beers today. We kind of try to change it up a little bit. We actually bought the beers at Total Wine.
Total Wine.
And we're just like, let's see what they have as single cans. We bought 2 of each because we like to, drink them again or try them one more time. Okay, well, let's start us off, babe.
No, we've done blonde ale before.
Mm-hmm.
This is their Peacekeeper. See the brand there. This is a 5.4 ABV. I couldn't find anywhere their IBUs, but we will see and kind of try to guess what the IBU is of this in a minute. But again, we've had this before. This is the closest style of beer. If you're trying to get into craft beers, a blonde ale is probably the closest type of style that you could get to a mass market lagers.
Okay.
Like, for example, a Miller.
Yeah. I would definitely say.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the can, man, we beat those things up. Like, that can is beat up. Did we look at, like, when you go to the grocery store, when you buy a green bean can, it looks like we dropped the can.
It's fun. Like, they have a fun little thing on the back of their can that says pairs with patios, Grand Pigs, and apricots. That's hilarious.
Please have an apricot with your blonde ale. What's this one called?
Peacekeeper.
Oh, Peacekeeper. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's check it out. Let's see what it's all about.
It doesn't sound crispy because I only heated it up for a little bit, but it's still definitely crispy. What's that on the bottom fruit scale?
Oh, it's, I guess how. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Can I look at the can? Sorry, I'm like eating while we're talking. It's so cute. So there's a bunch of little birdies. I'm assuming these are doves because Peacekeeper, doves are the sign of peace. There's a bunch of little purple hearts on it, and the rim of the can is purple.
They have other cans have that little rim based on the type of beer. Yeah.
So to remind you guys, so this is technically a blonde ale. Usually gonna be light gold to gold colors or 4 to 6 SRMs. I'm just gonna cheat and use my Cicerone card so we can sound smart today. Is that your beer shirt you got from Epcot?
Oh, from Epcot. Yeah.
What does it say again?
Forgot.
Stop and
smell. Stop and
smell the hops.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm wearing my New York City shirt. It was a funny story about this shirt. So I went for Thanksgiving. A lot of my family is still in the New Jersey, New York area. What did you just drop?
The coaster.
Oh, okay. Do you want mine?
No, that's fine.
Okay. You need to put salt on it so that it doesn't stick. That's the trick. So funny story. So I bought a shirt, and then everybody else bought this shirt. And I was like, oh, man, I should have bought that same shirt. I didn't realize you guys were all going to get the same shirt. And then my brother's girlfriend bought it for me and hid it in my suitcase and put a little note, ha. So I am wearing that shirt in honor of Steph. Not Steph, but Steph. Yeah, because her name's Steph, too. We've got like 3 Stephs in our family. It's really confusing.
Steph the second.
Steph, yeah, I know. And at work, I have a Stephanie, and we go Stephanie 1, I'm Stephanie 1, she's Stephanie 2. She works at the pharmacy, and I work in the clinic, so I'm always like, hey, 71, or hey, 72, 71. So, but yeah. So, funny story about the shirt. I don't think their brewing company actually had to do anything with New York. I think it just happened to decide for a Manhattan project. So I thought it was just really interesting. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Let's go for it. Okay, great start. Very excited to see what else we have. I really want to have.
I'm excited about the second one. We haven't done a sour yet.
No, and I don't. Oh, on the podcast at all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm actually I really would love, I feel like nobody has time to read. You really have to make time for it. I really am interested to see what the blog is like or what's written in the blog. So I think I'm going to try and do good. Maybe, while we're on the cruise, instead of like reading books, I'll read
some blogs.
I'll read some of Misty's blogs. Ooh, so I think they kind of depending on what's going on. So just as an example, it says on tap, champagne cocktail hard seltzer, heavy water. Or introducing a new series, charged particles. They talk about food, steak fritz, here to stay. So very interesting topics, kind of different things. I wonder if, how often it is. And there's kind of tags. So there's ones that say brewery news. There's ones that say events on taps. All right, on to the next.
The next one is a raspberry gose. It's literally a sour.
Yeah, so Gose, we've heard it pronounced different ways. Gose, Gose, like it's a sour beer.
It's a sour beer.
And
yeah.
the can continues to have the different types of pairing with
Yeah.
color around the rim. What's
there's
this
a
one?
ceviche.
Ooh.
I'm excited. Some yard work and pretzels. That's hilarious.
Pretzel. It was just National Pretzel Day. I hope you guys saw my post. I'm so glad that my brother sent me that video of Stanley trying to get his pretzel on Pretzel Day. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he didn't get a pretzel that day. And it was like...
I think you smell the... You could... Oh, yeah. No, the second sniff I got was straight raspberry.
Yeah. So, a lot of flavors that they'll usually do for sour beers, well, traditional goses, are going to be tart fruit. So, raspberries, some blueberries, I guess. Somebody like Martin House will do blueberry lemonade, make it nice and tart. Raspberry is a very prominent one, though, because
so
they
what
have
makes
like
it
lambics.
So what makes it a gose, it's literally just unfiltered wheat beer made with 50 to 60% malted wheat.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
according to the German Beer Institute, this style is over 1,000 years old.
Wow.
And the name comes from the river of Gose, in somewhere in Germany, and it's that's the town that it was first brewed in. Its name is Goslar.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. So here on this website too, I looked up. It says Gose, like so. It says Gose. This is very good. So I was very scared of sours. I think I had just started tapping into sours right before I started leaving Maine for when I was finishing pharmacy school. From what I remember too, they got the water from like a river. That's what you're saying, right? It was named after a river. Yeah, so I think they used that water to give it that flavor. I thought that was really interesting.
Well, now they're using to create that taste, because obviously they have to use filtered water.
Mm-hmm.
They brew it with salt, more salty, so it's saltier.
Oh, okay. Germany, where Goses originated, the ingredients in the beer are strictly controlled by a set of regulations known as Reinheitsgebot. Say that 3 times fast. I wonder if Martin House follows that. Because they have all their crazy sours.
All this crazy sour.
Well, I guess they don't call them Gose. They probably just call them sours.
Sours. Yeah.
And that's how they get away with doing this kind of
For
style.
sure, but
Cool. All right.
try it out. We haven't rated this before, so I'm excited. It smells good.
It's very smooth. Like, compared to what I would expect for a sour, it's pretty smooth. I like it.
It's
delicious. It blends. It's a very good blend. Where's the can? Where are the cans?
Oh man, I've been slacking. I didn't put them on.
You started putting them back up. At least you haven't spilled anything yet, knock on wood. I want to see that other can too. This can. So the other one had doves. This one, it's got a raspberry with like, I'm assuming it's like the river maybe. It's got this little track here around here. I'm wondering if that is. So pink, Bikini Atoll, raspberry, love. That's really fun. Salt scale instead of fruit scale. Okay, so I wonder what other beers are salty. But okay, first salty beer. Goses are usually straw to light gold, so 3 to 4 SRMs, usually lower IBUs, even lower than what we just had with the blonde ale.
Yeah, this is not bitter, it's just sour.
Yeah, usually 4.2 to 4.8% alcohol. This one, what, 4.5? 5.4?
5.2.
5.2.
5.2 and 6 IBUs.
Okay, yeah, so right where it needs to be. Another kind of beer, if you are kind of nervous of sours, is the Berlin-Weiss beers. I kind of I feel like I started with those first. I'm trying to think of the example I really like. It's from Shiner. It's and then there's some other places like what is it?
The Truck Yard Brewery. What's it called?
Oh yes, Bearded Science.
Bearded Science, nothing but sours.
Yes.
And they're all good. Yeah.
From what also I remember is False Idol has a couple Berlin Weisses that I liked. So those are.
We'll definitely need to go to the Truck Yard and do like a little blog, mini blog, just to record our experience there. Because Truck Yard is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we haven't been up there in a minute. I like this one. It's so smooth from what you would expect.
Yeah, from it's not really sour. You could drink. I've had a lot of sours, and there is a point where sours were my go-to. I think I
Really?
went through a couple months
Like a
where I was
phase?
just your face puckering and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like super tight. It's almost unbearable. Like, so that one that I think of is that blueberry lemonade. Ooh, it was hard to drink. It has to be really, really cold, I feel like, for me to be able to drink a whole can.
And you could taste the raspberry in this sour.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. So far, so good. And I mean, we haven't ranked these before, so
this one either. I rated this one 3.75.
no, but
put it on my list. This one, I would say I wouldn't go after it, but I would be okay to drink it like in a flight. I wouldn't get a full pour of this. Maybe it's good. Maybe a can. We'll have 2 cans, so I'll drink at least one of them. I would give this a 3.5. Really, for a sour, that's saying a lot. 3.5 for this. It's delicious, I would say.
for me, as a sours go, this is up my alley. So I would lean more towards a 3.75.
Nice.
Easier drink. 'Cause like I said, I've tasted some sours that are just way too sour. No, but this is easy. You can still feel the sour, and it's just good. So I would say 3.75 for me.
Oh, okay. You break. What's a recent sour that you've had that you liked that you can think of? I feel like usually the flavors are going to be those raspberry. Oh, you know what's a good one that we had at Bearded Science? I had like a.
They had like
Was it
all
a
the
cucumber
fruit.
one? Cucumber lime.
Yeah, they have all the fruit like flavored.
All the
sours,
different fruit profiles that you can try. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. What's our last one?
Last one will be hazy IPAs. I love me some hazy IPAs. So this is usually my go-to. Oh man, you might like this with some. I know you like your McDonald's fries.
Yeah, you know it.
This pairs well with some fries, lemon, and just being out in the sun. So.
Man, that piece of chicken was trying to go down the wrong pipe for a second.
So this is 6.2 ABV.
What's on the front? It's like a bomb.
What is this?
It's like a what are those things called that come off the planes? Like a bomber plane. That bomb that would be on the bottom of the plane, or like a submarine would release it. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jinx.
But it's 6.2 ABVs, 33 IBUs,
Okay,
so it's gonna be in the slightly bitter side, not too bitter. Yeah, let's check out the color. Check out the color.
I did want to say something because I realized it as we started talking about this third one while I was almost dying.
Oh, no.
We haven't cheers yet.
Oh,
And it's the third beer.
I know we're so bad.
I will tell you while you're pouring for me that Manhattan Project, on their website, as soon as you log into their website or show up, click on their website link, you'll never forget your first sip. That's their little slogan they have, and it's a picture of somebody holding a bunch of fresh hops.
You could smell the hoppy.
Full hazy. Cheers.
Cheers. Color. Golden as well, kinda.
Lemon, sun, and fries.
We're just gonna.
And then bitterness scale. So all of them have some type of scale in the can.
And well, we'll see after we try it out. See how bitter it is. Let's try it out.
You said 33. Okay, I could see that for this.
Oh yeah, this is another hazy that if you're trying to get into the IPA world, this is a very good starter. The bitterness is not there. You can barely feel it.
It's good. It's a comforting
it's very
amount
smooth.
of IBUs, I would say, for sure. I would say it's probably 30. If I try this 30, I would probably guess 30 to 40 if I was going to give a range. Man, this chicken is so easy to break off. It's fantastic. I wish it was a little bit more crispy than I put back in the air fryer.
But if you were to smell this, you would smell like if it was a stronger IPA.
Yeah.
So I get it. They're trying to make an IPA that's well balanced, where you could get the smell, the aroma of a real strong IPA, but it's a very easy drinking one. Yeah.
Did they mention hops at all in this?
No, I couldn't.
I don't feel like a lot of breweries in this area talk about their hops unless it's like a hop series or something like that. Trade secrets.
Yeah, and they say that this IPA would be considered a saison,
Oh,
um, if it wasn't for the 6% ABVs that it
oh,
has. So
okay.
it's a little on the stronger side.
Hmm.
So that's what makes it a hazy IPA.
For me, I get the bitterness at the finish. Um, I my nose is clogged up on one side, so I can't really smell.
No, it's very
I can.
aromatic for sure.
It
You can
is.
smell the pines.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the hop.
Piney. I taste a little bit of tropical hint to it, like in the middle.
It gives me New England style IPA vibes.
It's giving me New England. It's giving me Hazy. It's giving me French fries. Darn it! I should have saved some fries for this. So I love their cans. I don't feel
Oh
like I
yeah,
even really looked at them to see that they had all this information.
I've been there once before. Had a couple of their stouts, and I mean that was at a time where wasn't really trying to do stouts, but I just kind of gave them a shot, and I wasn't really like I didn't really enjoy them, so I really didn't give it another shot. But going to the brewery again, having a couple of their other
Yeah.
style beers, and then having these beers, it's like okay, I could definitely go back and try out their other beers. And one of them that really stood out to me, that was a fun one, that was a really good one, was the horchata.
Oh
The
yeah, I think they
horchata,
had just released
yeah, it
it.
was a new release.
Mhm.
It had an horchata cream ale,
Yeah.
but it really didn't taste like a
Yeah.
cream ale. It tasted like a lager
To me, it
with a
tasted like a
slightly
cream.
hint of a.
I don't think it was a cream ale. I kind of was saying that it was a cream ale based on how it tasted, but I don't
I
think
don't.
that profile. Look on Untappd really quick. I don't think it was. I don't think they mentioned it that it was a cream ale. Right now, looking at their website, it looks like they have a pina colada IPA, Goldilocks of Goldilocks of beer, um, the Inception. I'm trying to see. So they do have, depending on what beers they have going on in the tap room, sometimes they'll have stories about their beers.
Mm.
Again, they have a lot of food options. It was the horchata.
The inside of the brewery, like where you could sit down at the bar, is not that big.
Yeah, there's only what like
Um,
maybe 10 seats,
yeah,
maybe the most.
and they're not comfortable.
Not for these big old booties. So they do have some, and then I would say like the probably the comfier looking chairs were the ones that
Yeah,
were
we just
along the
sit
wall.
down.
There was four.
I guess their whole entire vibe there is like coffee shop vibes, where if you want
Yes.
to take in your laptop and work, there you can. You don't just have to have beer; they have the coffees for you.
Yeah.
But it's just a
And
very chill
food.
vibe. That party is when you step outside. They have the lawn chairs you can sit at
Yeah.
and everything.
On Sundays and Thursdays they have music, and they mention usually on Tuesdays if they are going to release a beer, it's
Mhm.
going to be on that day. So that's great. I was like, dang, we could have went to hear some music tonight if we
Yeah.
felt like going today, but it's about a 40-minute drive from
Yeah.
us. Oh, it's a nitro beer too.
Ooh.
So as in the beer category, it says other. So I would
Mm.
technically say it was a cream ale, but because it's a nitro, it's going to have less carbonation. And
Well, it
it's
has
gonna
no
have that
carbonation. It just
Well,
has
it's-
nitrogen.
no, well, that's oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
The term. It's not gonna it's not gonna have that carbonated feel, and I think that's probably why
Well,
it has more of a
yeah, that's probably why it
creamy
tastes
flavor.
creamy. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
very
called
good.
horchata nitro. Only 8 people have checked it in since we went there, and we
And
were
we're two of them.
and I didn't check it in. I don't think did I? I did. Okay, that's what I'm
Mhm.
While we're still doing stuff, I definitely want to check this
But
in.
definitely a brewery that we would definitely go back.
Oh, yeah, for
to
sure.
try
It's
out their
super cute.
Yeah, it's
If we're ever in the area, I feel like that could just be one more that we can stop
well.
at.
Luckily, like all
Oh.
the breweries within Dallas are like within 5 minutes of each other.
Yeah, which I didn't realize. So I will tell you, um, this is Half Life, right?
Yes.
Double Half Life is a giant torpedo-looking bomb, and so I guess that's kind of like what they have. They have a key lime pie Bikini Atoll right now too.
Hmm.
That one sounds really good. Fallout, which is their Hefeweizen, love that. I actually had, oh yeah, and then you had the Necessary Evil, right?
Yeah.
That's one of their Pilsners, pretty common. Wise Monkeys is one of their Belgian strong ales. I think the Hoppenheimer was the first one they had that actually won an award
Yeah.
for them. That's their West Coast IPA. So lots of different beer flavors, lots of food options. Cans are really cool if you want to just buy cans to go, or if you want to buy cans at your local Total Wine, Central Market. I have a feeling they're pretty much in every, kind of major chain. I would consider them a microbrewery still, though, because I don't think they.
I don't
What do
think.
you
Well,
think?
I mean, they sell out in stores.
But they also have to go beer, which means that they're not considered a macro
Um,
brewery.
no. So
But
they're micro, yeah.
yeah, I would say that they're probably still considered a microbrewery. But overall, great options, and I definitely think we would go back
Oh yeah, we definitely will.
because all these beers were great. Every beer
Hmm.
that we tried at the brewery were great. Even the porter that I had was awesome. But yeah, okay. Well, that was it. We're really efficient. Keep an eye on the. Oh no, we restarted, right? Yeah, cool. So we didn't have to worry about the 30-minute mark. Very efficient today. We didn't cheers until the third beer. That's a wrap for the first M, as in Manhattan Project Beer Company. I keep wanting to say Manhattan Ale Project. Manhattan Project Beer Company. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so you guys know when we're releasing videos. We were doing Wednesday releases now on day. We will start slowly releasing mini episodes depending on what's going on. I think probably for holidays and just random vlogs that Max was mentioning for out of town and we just have our phones and stuff. I'm still really hoping that we can do a beer tasting. We can do a vlog on the cruise. We can just show you guys some stuff. So make sure you subscribe to TikTok, subscribe to YouTube, follow us on Instagram, all the social media outlets.
Everywhere.
Until then, final thoughts.
It's a great brewery, great beer. Have nothing negative to say.
No, great place.
Awesome.
I just realized that we're both wearing our Bikini Dr. V hats. I also had to change my logo because I was making my shirt for our Petty Colas 5K, the Velvet Hammer 5K, and I realized I was missing an O on my phrase. So I was like, oh shoot, and I blamed my teacher sister, and I was like, you didn't tell me my grammar was wrong. I was missing an O. But she was worried about the colors. Not anyone's fault. I tried to do this really quick. Didn't come out how I wanted it, so I'm going to have to do it again. Still haven't embossed my glassware. This shape is really challenging, you guys. I might be able to do the big one. I might have to try that one, or I'll make a smaller logo or something. I have no idea. But stay tuned for that. Crafting will happen. More beer will happen. Crafting into crafting. Stay tuned. We'll do Meanwhile Brewing Company. We'll release our mini episode of our Cinco de Mayo beers. I don't want to give any hints, but it was a tie. I won't tell you which beers we got wrong, but so stay tuned for that mini episode. Thanks again for tuning in to Beer Me Dr. V, where it's never refilled too soon. I'm Dr. V.
Mags.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that was the only spill of the episode. Awesome.